I am the chairperson of the Western University Association of the AMU Church. And all I do is this project. I'm also the pastor of our chapel in the church. I work on this project day and night, every day and every night. And I can say that the biggest thing that I think is the brightest light is that we are all working together. When I first came to the project, Mr. Northern was alive, very strong figure. And he wanted to pass this project on to me, he said, because I had a minor in African American Studies and a master's in Black Church Ministries, and he just thought I would be the AME minister. And I was young, and he thought I had time. In his mind, this was going to take a lot of time, and I was going to live longer than he was. So he asked me to be the chair of this project. So when I first came to the project, people from the city were saying, well, you need a consensus of stakeholders. And I was like, well, who are these stakeholders? And it took me 2 or 3 years to come up with a list of people who were stakeholders. When I finally got this list, I discovered that many of them, like Mr. Norman and Brother Jesse Hope, had passed away. They hadn't passed away at that time, but they have since passed away. So to me, there's an urgency to complete the project before more people who have so much love for this project pass away. So the consensus was the thing that I was after most. And so then I met people from, Mr. Northern kept telling me to go to Freedom's Frontier. I went to Freedom's Frontier. The first time I just didn't really get it. And then after a while I met Mr. Ogle, and then I just realized, well, if everybody is a part of this organization, then I'll take a step back and let Mr. Ogle kind of be the person that brings us all together. And I think that the Freedom's Frontier has done a marvelous job of that. And I think this symposium has been fantastic. So then, from my perspective, I never stopped working on the project. The stakeholders in this project that I know of are the old Quindaro Museum and the Vernon Center, the Wyandotte Nation, Marvin Robinson, the Unified Government, the Western University Association, and then Freedom's Frontier is sort of like an organization that calls us together very frequently. So I intentionally took a step back so that the Freedom's Frontier could bring us all together. For whatever past emotionally charged positions we had, I felt would be diffused if this organization could kind of broker the conversations. And I think it's worked really well. Now we all work together. Give that a hand. So then, what I can add from my perspective is being, I had brought with me a picture of the trails. Lots of work has already been done from the time Miss Bailey was president and Sister Sylvia Drew, she was not a bishop. She was a member of First Navy Church and married to the pastor there. They did a lot of great work along with the Unified Government. A lot of historical things have already been done. The architects that worked with Mr. Jones, International Architects Artillery, has been working with this project for like 25, 30 years, all along. They do blueprints for us. They do anything we ask them, pictures. They have just been a great help. So then, from what I've watched since Thursday night, what I can tell you would be the best thing at this point to me is that, like I hear the Wyandotte Nation has done these blueprints for buildings, and we've done blueprints for buildings. And then I hear today that if you go try to build buildings, that we might mess up some of the history. So to me, what needs to happen now is that we need a bigger group of people who are the professionals about archaeology and seismology, and who can show where these buildings are and bring them to the surface and clear. I have been talking to the city. They're super excited. I had a meeting with them just last week, the urban planning department. I showed them that we had the actual plot for the the trails through the ruins with each foundation named and a professionally, historically done synopsis of what that building is. So we're ready. We're ready to do trails. We're ready for the signs. We're ready for what goes on the signs. We're ready for all of that. And when I was talking to the city just last week, they said, well, we're going to get this rolling, because when I went to the meeting after, I've been pastor at Allen for 10 years. We're really serious about this project. I think about the last 3 or 4. So we have just narrowed down in terms of what we wanted to do. In our Freedom Frontier meeting, we had a conversation once about what would be a win for all of us. And we all decided that the parks and trails through the ruins would be the win for all of us. So we have the trails. I have it on my tablet that I can't get up there because I didn't bring my cords. But just know that the trails are already plotted past all of the ruins that we know that are there. We have everything in place to get the signs done. We've had bids. Our architects have given us bids on what the trails would be, plotted them out for us, which again is International Architects Affiliate. And we're just ready. What I learned today was other people have much greater ideas in terms of what it should look like. And I'm excited to be able to talk to some of you about the building and what goes in the building, and the Native American piece of it, and Marvin Robinson's piece of it, and the Quindaro Museum piece of it. And then the trails that we originally had started at the Overlook, I'd really rather back that tour up to, I think the street is Endicott. And that would include Allen Chapel, the Quindaro Museum, and the Vernon Center as a part of the tour. And in my vision of it, we're all going to benefit. The Quindaro Museum would get whatever it needs to fix its building. The Vernon Center will get whatever it needs to fix its building. Same with the AME Church and all the ruins along the trail. So I'm excited to say that we are working together. I'm a little nervous, I don't know. I feel like Margaret up here. It's super important to me because Mr. Northern believed in me, and the AME Church that I pastor is a part of the 5th District. It's 14 states from here to California. And a lot of senior citizens want to see this property that's so important to our culture and heritage go up. And in some ways, I kind of feel like it's on my shoulders.
Thank you, Reverend.